They didn't just break your legs, they didn't just blind your eyes. They did something far more invasive. They surgically removed your superpower and called it education. Think back to when you were a child, before the exams, before the bells. You moved through the world with intuition. You knew exactly who to trust. You knew when to run. It was almost like you had this direct line to ancient wisdom. And then the system took over. It sat you down in a wooden chair and told you your feelings were a distraction, your gut instinct, unscientific. And it brainwashed you to only seek logic. Year by year, they ripped the intuition out of you. They told you that the only thing that truly mattered was the data you can articulate, not the truth you can sense. They forced you to trade your emotion for efficiency. They trained you to suppress the very thing that makes you human, to become a creature of pure logic, a processor of facts, a follower of rules. They spent 18 years trying to turn you into a computer. And you let them, because you didn't know that 20 years later, the real computers would arrive to take your place. We call it a school, but if you look at the blueprint, it is a factory. And in a factory, feelings are bugs. They cause delays. They cause rebellion. The industrial age didn't want humans. They wanted robots. More efficient, right? But the technology didn't exist yet. And so they settled for the next best thing. You. They built a system to strip your emotional capacity. The school bell was designed to kill your flow. The unit tests, designed to kill your nuance. The grades were quality control for how well you could suppress and act like a machine. They wanted a biological android. We took the wildest, most intuitive, magical species on planet Earth, human beings, and forced them to operate on cold, hard, binary logic. We created a world where being emotional is an insult, where being professional means being dead inside. And when you came out of the other side, numb and standardized, you weren't educated, you were a flawed prototype, just for what was coming next. Once they had you numb, they sold you the next expensive lie, the university degree. We treat these institutions like temples of wisdom, but they are not temples. They're more like programming centers. They teach you to analyze, to deconstruct, to criticize, but they rarely teach you to intuit. They rarely teach you to create from the soul. You pay an entire fortune to learn how to think like a textbook. We convinced an entire generation that intelligence was just calculation and memory, that your worth was just some number on a page. And we accept it. We have to accept it. The economy demands it. But somewhere on the way, in our race to achieve that degree, we lost the ability to navigate life. We have millions of people with master's degrees who cannot even feel their own purpose, who are paralyzed by overthinking, who have silenced the voice inside them so thoroughly that they are now empty vessels, just waiting to be filled. But it wasn't always this way. Long before the factory, on this very soil, we had the Gurukul. From the Vedic period to the forests of ancient India, education was not about suppressing emotion. It was about mastering it. The ancient masters understood that intuition is a higher form of intelligence than logic. They understood Swadharma and the Varna system, not as rigid boxes, but more like a recognition of your own spiritual DNA. They didn't force the artist to be a mathematician. Neither did they force the warrior to be a sage. And they taught us that the mind is a tool, but the spirit is the master. And they cultivated the third eye, the ability to see what is not visible and to know what is not spoken. They knew that logic can build a house, but only emotion can build a home. Logic can win an argument, but only intuition can uncover the truth. They didn't prepare you to be a machine. They prepared you to be a creator. But we burned that system down. We chose the machine path. And now, the gods we tried to imitate have finally arrived. It is not just ChatGPT, it is not just software. We are standing at the birth of AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and well, the humanoids, they're already here. Beings of metal and silicon that look exactly like us, move like us, speak like us. But there is one terrifying difference. They do not feel. They have an IQ of 10,000. They have all the sum of all human knowledge, but they have zero empathy, zero fear, zero love. The education system's perfect dream. Pure, unadulterated logic. And this is the risk. We trained you to compete on logic, but you cannot beat AGI at logic. It will crush you. We trained you to suppress your emotions, to be efficient. But the humanoid is infinitely more efficient. If the world is run by non-emotions, what happens to the human? A non-feeling intelligence does not really care about anything. It doesn't care about beauty. It doesn't care about suffering. It only cares about the goal. It is the ultimate sociopath. And because you spent your entire life suppressing emotion, suppressing intuition, you are defenseless against it. You have forgotten how to use the only weapon it cannot replicate. So here you are, standing at the climax, with a degree in your hand that proves that you can think like a robot, right as the real robots take over. This is not a drill. This is the expiration of a logical human. The system ripped off your intuition to make you more employable. But in the age of AGI, your logic is worthless. The only thing that has value is the thing they told you to suppress. Your humanity, your ability to care, your ability to sense danger right before it arrives, your ability to make a choice. Not because it's well calculated, but because it feels right. The humanoid can paint, sure, but it cannot suffer for art. The AGI can diagnose, but it can't heal with touch. The machine has no gut. It has no soul. You have to break the conditioning. You have to stop trying to be a better computer. You have to reach back into that 5-year-old child and find your intuition. That is your superpower. That is the only reason that you exist. The age of the advanced machine is here. And if you want to survive it, you have to stop thinking. You have to start feeling again. Open your eyes before the lights go out.